am so excited to share this total body prolapse safe workout with you. We're going to chat just for a moment before we get started. So I'm a physical therapist with 20 years of experience. I also suffered from 3 different prolapses after the birth of my first child in 2013, rectocele, cystocele, and a uterine prolapse. I went through 8 years of figuring out what I could do to work out to be safe and also feel really good in my body. So that's what I'm sharing with you today. So if you click below, I have a link to my full prolapse guide, which will give you a ton of different resources as well. And then the last thing to keep in mind is I highly recommend that you work your pelvic floor. And I have another video for that on the 3 best pelvic floor exercises. And you could do that every single day. So click over and add that to this workout and you'll have an awesome, safe, full body routine. So what you need today is either a small Pilates ball or just a pillow would work fine. And then we're also going to use some small hand weights. So I have 5 pounds, but anything 1 through 5 pounds would be great. You can also just use bottles of water or cans of soup. They are awesome. So grab those and I'm going to meet you on your back on the mat and bring that pillow or ball with you. All right, so we're going to place that in between your knees with your feet flat on the ground. And I want you to take an inhale and then exhale, just squeeze the ball. That should take your full exhale and then inhale to relax. Exhale, squeeze. We're gonna just do that 2 more times. We're warming up the inner thigh muscles and the lower abdominals, which work together. Okay, last one. Like I promised you, this is going to be a full body workout that you can know is safe for a prolapse. Okay, on your next exhale, you're going to squeeze the ball again, keep the squeeze, and then curl your tailbone and roll yourself up, 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to inhale at the top, and then exhale, roll back down. And we're going to continue with a few of those, warming up the spine, getting into our glutes and our hamstrings. Bridges have saved me through my prolapse journey so many times. So it's a great way to really keep our spine healthy, which is actually key to prolapse and pelvic floor health. But also it gets us into that inverted position, which just means my hips are higher than my heart here. Pelvic floor is really happy with that. It takes pressure off the pelvic floor. So I discovered many ways to work out in a way that, again, would kind of take pressure off my pelvic floor. Okay, roll up, stay there. We're going to keep the bridge and you're going to squeeze again. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale, roll yourself back down. Nice job. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, curl, roll yourself up. I'm going to change it slightly though, so keep your bridge high. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, arms to your side. Try to keep the hips lifted, opening up the ribs, getting a nice big stretch in our spines. Reach the arms back, stay there, and then roll yourself back down. And bring your arms down to your sides. Nice job. We're going to take the ball out, and you can place that to the side for now. Reach the left leg long and hug that right knee in. So give it a really good squeeze. And then we're going to reach it up towards the ceiling. Point the toes. And I just want you to draw little circles in the air. It's like there's a basketball right at your foot and you're just drawing circles the size of that basketball. Trying not to let anything else move. So what this does, go ahead and switch directions, is it actually gets your lower abdominals involved. So we're going to get some ab work today, but without doing any crunches. Okay, last 2. 1, nice job. Hug that knee in. Bring it over to the left as your right arm goes to the right and you turn and look to the right. And then come back to center. And we're going to switch legs. Hug that left knee in. So crunches might be okay for some people with prolapse, but they're not okay for everyone. So I'm going to skip them in this workout because really everybody is so individual in what prolapse they have and what grade they have and what activity level they're used to. Reach the left leg up, point the toes, circle. Last one. And switch. 3, 4, we're going to 6, 5, 6. Nice job. Hug the knee in, bring it to the right, and you're gonna look to the left. So I can't tell you that crunches are or are not safe, depending on, again, your level and what kind of prolapse and what grade you have, but everyone is different, so I wanna keep this safe for everybody. Come back to center, hug both knees in, and then roll to your left side. So if you ever do have questions, I do one-on-one virtual coaching with many people who have prolapse, and we can always go through what might work for you and what might not. But here's another great example of ab work you can do. We're gonna do a side plank. So you're gonna have your elbow underneath your shoulder on the left. Your knees are stacked, and you have your knees in line with your body, so your feet are behind you. And what we're gonna do is lift and lower and lift. Nice job. So keep that belly button pulled in. Think about a nice gentle lift on your pelvic floor. And a nice exhale when you lift. You never want to hold your breath, especially with a prolapse, okay? So you're always breathing. You're trying to avoid that pressure down in the pelvic floor. Last 2. And 1. Nice job. We're gonna stay here and straighten the legs out. I'm gonna have my bottom foot forward and my top foot is in line with my hip. Flex your foot and sweep the leg forward, point, and bring it back. Inhale, exhale. So we're really getting into some leg focus here. This is another one, this whole series, this sideline leg series we do a lot in Pilates. Was pretty much my partner in life throughout my prolapse. It's a great way to work the legs without putting that pressure on the pelvic floor. Helps stabilize through the back. And it helps with your abdominal strength too. Okay, one more. Now keep the toes pointed. Bring the leg forward, up, and around. And if this bothers you to be up on your elbow, you're just gonna lay down flat on your side and do the exact same thing. One more. Switch directions. So I know personally how frustrating and scary and confusing a prolapse diagnosis can be. That is why I talk openly about mine and my entire experience all the way through my surgery, because I don't feel like there's enough information out there, transparent, honest, hopeful information about what you can do with a prolapse. Okay, good. Bend your knees together. We're going to do a clamshell. So you just lift your top knee up and down. Again, keeping the hips stacked so you don't let your hips roll back. So that's what I want to give you, is that hopeful information that you're not alone, that you can still be active. Yes, you're going to have to manage it depending again on where you are with the prolapse. You will have to learn to manage it, but we can do that. That's what my entire life was for a long time. Even since my surgery, it's still managing what I can do, what I can't, and not feeling limited. That's what I want for you. That's what I wanted for myself, was to find other things I could do. Maybe I can't run, but what else can I do to get a great workout? Nice job. Go ahead and press up, and you're going to give a side stretch over. And then we're going to lay down on our right side. So remember, we're starting with the side planks. Okay, so I have my elbow underneath my shoulder. Knees are bent, feet behind. So it's different than a clamshell position. You want a straight line, and you're going to lift and lower. And again, don't think it doesn't mean that you can do crunches ever again. Many people can. It's just everyone's so different. You want to find things that don't cause that increased pressure on the pelvic floor. So it depends on a lot of different factors. Good, last two. Nice job. All right, straighten the legs. The bottom leg is forward slightly. Lay down on your side if you need to at this point. Flex the top foot and then bring it forward. Point, sweep it back. Remember to find that breath. I feel like I'm standing right at your left foot or ankle, pulling on it, so helping to lengthen and reach it out. Two more. Nice job, into circles. So you're going to stay pointed, forward, up, and around. Forward, up, and around. Feel like you can only make them as big as nothing else moves. So keep, again, think about belly button pulling in. Think about that little lift on the pelvic floor. Okay, switch directions, almost there. It's amazing how much this works. 3 and 2. Last one. Nice job. Bend your knees. Side stretch over. And we're going to stay here and find those hand weights. So like I said, anything that you have that has a little weight that you can hold works fabulous. All right? So you can either sit on the ground like I am, or you can find a box or a block, or sit in a chair works great, but we are going to do it seated. So we're going to start with the elbows bent and your palms facing you, and you're lifting your arms to the side and back in. So I really wanted to incorporate some hand weights in this workout video to show that you can still do lots of arm work, but one lifestyle management with Prolapse is typically to at least start by doing your arm weights seated instead of standing, okay? So that's what I find myself doing even to this day, even after surgery. If my pelvic floor is feeling really fatigued and tired, I'm gonna make sure that I do my arm weights sitting down instead of standing up. So those kind of things are a great way to manage. So it doesn't mean you can't do it, it just means you change it up a little bit. Nice, 2. Last 2. And 1. Nice job. I'm going to have you turn your palms up, and you're going to reach your arms out in front and back in. So think of that nice tall posture here. Feel like you're lifting up right through the crown of the head. And even here, I think about lifting on the pelvic floor. And if you aren't sure what I mean by that, again, go find my video, the top 3 exercises to do for your pelvic floor, and we'll talk through pelvic floor contractions. Okay, 1 more. Nice job. We're gonna bring the palms down and do a bicep curl. So you're gonna curl in and then down. So really important to keep the upper body strong to help keep that upper spine moving. It has a big effect on your pelvic floor health. We'll do 3 more. And 2. Last one. Nice job. We're going to come onto all 4s, but bring those weights with you. So they're going to come forward here. And I'm going to take a weight in my left hand. So I have my right hand underneath my shoulder, knees under my hips, and my left hand comes to my side, and tricep press here. So we have a lot going on. We have the tricep working on the left. We have your right arm working. And then again, the abs are working here to keep you stable. Give me 2 more. Last one. Nice. Come in, place it down. But before we go to the other side, we're going to bring both hands down, reach the left leg back, and lift and lower. This is another position that tends to be very effective and happy for the pelvic floor because we're taking some pressure off of it, working the abs without that crunch, getting whole body. That's what I really like, is any movement that's going to combine lots of different body parts. Okay, lift and hold it and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Nice job. We have another side. So I'm going to bring up to my side with my right and take it back and in. Take a moment to make sure that left hand is settled under your shoulder and that the elbow is slightly bent. You don't want it locked. Keep the shoulders down and back. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Bring it down. Okay, both hands down. Right leg back, point the toes, lift and lower. You'll see too, everything is slow and controlled. That's an important concept as you start to get used to exercising with the prolapse. Make sure things feel controlled to you, that they're purposeful. And then as you get more comfortable with what feels right, then you can start to add some speed and dynamic movement. There's a lot of non-impact, high-intensity moves that I add as well, again, once I felt safe and knew what was okay for me. Last one, lift and hold, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Bring that knee in. Separate your knees. Sit yourself back. Reach your hands really long. Settle into your hips. And then slowly sit back up, rolling yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring your knees together. I'll turn here so you guys can see me. We're going to sweep the arms out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down, twist to your right. Bring them back up. Twist to your left. Back up. And arms will come down to your sides. And great job. I hope that gives you a little idea of safe moves that you can do with your prolapse. Again, check out my other resources, and I will see you soon. Thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. Like and comment on this video and let me know what you thought. You can also always come over to jessicavalantpilates.com to find all the resources I have for living a healthy lifestyle, including full-length workout videos, healthy recipes, and a community I would love for you to be a part of. So I'll see you there.